approving the previous minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. At this time, we can open the floor, Mr. Zander, for public comment. If anyone has public comment, we're doing a 1-minute time on that, and I will defer to you, sir.
Are there any members in the audience that would like to make public comment? I'm showing none, and showing no one raising their hand online.
Thank you, Mr. Zander. Then the next item on the agenda is report of the chair. Thank you all for your patience. We had a 4-month hiatus as we worked through some internal issues. But first I wanted to say, on behalf of all the arena workers online here in the audience, the NFL draft, we blew them out of the water. Thank you to all the arena workers who participated. I know my union, IATSE, had a record job. The world watched, and we won. So thank you to the workers. And also on a leadership note, I wanted to express my gratitude on behalf of everyone on the City Council, the Mayor's Office, and Visit Detroit in partnership to rock the world of football last month. It was great. That being said, we did accept the resignation of former Chair Brandis Mullen. The board and myself, on behalf of the board, want to express our gratitude for your service, Brandon. Thank you very much, and Brandis, thank you very much, and best wishes moving forward. The next item on the agenda, we are going to defer an actual, let me back up. On succession of officers, I was vice chair and have accepted to succeed as the new chair of this board. Secretary Badari respectfully declined succession to vice chair and will continue his duties as secretary. We next month are going to give due and timely notice, public notice, that we will be calling for nominations for a new vice chair, and a subsequent vote will be called at next month's meeting. Finally, on the subject of replacing board members, following this meeting, the chair will work with CREO on a draft letter informing the council that we recommend taking nominations for a new board member. And with any luck, we can identify that 9th new member and potentially include that person on the presumed nomination and vote next month. Any questions on the report of the chair, please?
I just wanted to publicly thank Brandis. First of all, it's a blessing just to see you here, and I know you had some health challenges, and to God be the glory to see you here in good health, and just want to say thank you for your work to get us to where we are today. I know you played a huge role in helping forming the Industry Standards Board, so you will be missed. I was looking forward to serving with you. He's going to do a great job carrying it on, but I wanted to publicly thank you because you've been there from the very beginning. And health is always important, so I just wish you great health and healing, and I know that so much more work is in store for you, but thank you for all that you've done and will continue to do. So, Ms. Mullen.
Thank you for those remarks, Council President. Anyone else on the board? Thank you very much. I'd like to delve into old business. The board is working offline with the unions to compile contractor, employer, and employee data on the arenas, under our purview, and we'll have more information on that next month. I'd like to move on to new business, and this is for presentation, review, and discussion of the employee survey draft. With that being said, I would like to introduce Dr. Kes Ballantyne, who is a social work professional at Wayne State. Good afternoon, Ms. Ballantyne. Thank you in advance for your work. Perhaps you could give a brief introduction on who you are and then give us the overview of the survey.
Oh, right here, right in front, yep.
Good evening. My name is Kess Ballantyne. I am an assistant professor of social work at Wayne State University. Just to share a little bit about myself, I earned my Master's of Arts from NC State as a special educator, and my MSW and PhD from the University of Pittsburgh. I've been a Wayne State employee and Detroit resident since 2021. As it relates to the Industry Standards Board for arena workers, I am interested in supporting the work of the board and participating in research that examines the effectiveness of industry standards boards here and around the nation as a policy mechanism to support working people. I've been doing labor-related local level policy research since 2015, primarily in Pittsburgh, where I am a co-principal investigator for the Pittsburgh Wage Study, which focuses on the labor needs and local labor policy for hospital workers. And we have participated in creating similar surveys of the workforce in Pittsburgh to be able to share directly with the city council and mayor there. So I'm interested in continuing that work since I have moved to Detroit. Over the past few months, I have been working to develop a baseline survey to help inform the board's work. This kind of happened because I was just interested in industry standards boards and then ended up getting connected with Brandis and Joe Miller. So overall, I'm really interested in researching how institutional policy and practice affects individual and family outcomes, and this is an excellent opportunity to support local work to protect workers. So if I am granted the authority by the board, my research team would host the survey at Wayne State, work with the board, and involve labor leaders and workers to invite as many arena workers as possible to complete the online survey, so that all arena workers would have the opportunity to complete it. This would be held an primarily online survey, though we would explore options for telephone or paper based on the needs of the community. The survey, as it is currently drafted, will collect basic data on the following domains. First, basic job information, workplace health and safety, awareness of the Industry Standards Board, priorities for improving job quality, voice at work, family structure and for those with children, childcare needs, general stress and well-being, basic material hardship, and demographics. There will be also an opportunity for workers to enter comments at the end of the survey, which we will also analyze. We estimate completing the survey will take 5 to 7 minutes. We propose making the survey available for 6 to 8 weeks, hosted on Wayne State servers. All data collection will be completely anonymous and confidential. We will then analyze the data, put it into a publicly available report that we can share directly with the board. And I am happy to come and present the data to the board if invited. We are also available to support the board in answering any other future research questions that might be beneficial and provide additional technical assistance such as interviews or focus groups. That concludes my comments.
Thank you, Dr. Ballantyne. Anyone on the board?
Are we asking our questions?
Yes.
Oh, Chairman Miller, thank you so much. Can you just speak a little bit more about how the survey will get out to arena workers a little bit more, and those who are not in unions would access the survey?
Yes, so this is something that I think we are continuing to work on. So we are talking about having a Wayne State hosted mini website that would have the survey. I also highly recommend when the survey comes out doing a press release to educate the community about to make them aware that this is occurring and that arena workers are invited to participate. And my hope is that, certainly for the union members, we'll be able to access them through listservs one way to do it would be to provide us with, to email every arena worker or text every arena worker. And so depending on the availability for the non-union employees, that would be possible. But there are opportunities, potentially, we hope, to have buy-in from the employers to allow flyers with QR codes to the survey in break rooms, to allow, even if there was like a big, events that we've done before for this type of data collection is even having, like me and members of my research team outside as people are coming on or off shift, to be available to prompt people to complete the survey. And typically we'll do multiple text and email and phone call kind of things depending on the information we have. So basically what I'm saying is that we will probably have to be creative to try to make sure that everyone is reached. However, I'm deeply committed to that type of community-based research, and so I think through multiple mechanisms we'll be able to ensure that people are aware that this is very brief, very easy way to get, and one way to inform the board of their interests and needs.
Thank you, Dr. Ballantyne. Also, to the board, we will continue to work between board meetings with our union partners to establish the contractors, the numbers of employees, job classifications, to hopefully have a little more formal report, at least on union represented targeted audience at our next meeting, as we continue to seek out ways to find access to non-represented workers. Any other questions from the board today for Dr. Ballantyne? Thank you. This is an amazing amount of work, and I know you've been on this for more than 6 months. We've done a number of revisions, and excellent work. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. If there's no additional questions from the board, I appreciate your time today, Dr. Ballantyne.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Then to the board, a motion would be in order to approve and authorize the survey and Wayne State's administration of that survey.
I motion.
We have a motion on the floor. Is there support?
Support.
And is there any questions or discussion of the motion?
Not just one quick thing, just to ensure that there is a way for people to call in to do the survey. I'm just making sure that that is an option on your flyer. QR code, people can scan it, but also a number for senior, older people who don't access phones and, internet, et cetera, that they can call in or, working on that mechanism as an option.
Yeah, you're going to probably have to also think about dialing out. So not just people calling in, but also dialing out to those numbers. So
Either way,
people can,
just something that people can do over the phone.
Thank you for those notes.
Yeah.
We'll duly noted for our more analog
Yeah.
audience. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Anything else on the board under questions, discussion on the motion? We do, yes? Then in that case, a vote is in order. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Thank you very much for that work. One of the last things I wanted to share with the board, I have outlined a 4-month timetable and what that might look like. Board members, it's our intention to try to accelerate in any areas we can to move quicker. And as Dr. Ballantyne has proposed, we think we can get this survey out. I think we should be ready to go within next month. So that's our, this is my draft proposed timeline. And as you can see, I've laid out interim work between meetings so that we can do the work of this board with the materials at hand we need at each meeting. Okay, let me get back to my agenda here. I'd like to open this up to good and welfare, first by stating that our next meeting will be June 19th, the third Wednesday of the month. We'll continue to hold these board meetings. And does anyone on the board have anything for good and welfare today? Well, hearing none, I appreciate the time of the board and this audience in the room today, and I would take a motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion. Do we have support on that?
Support.
All in favor of adjourning the meeting, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you all very much again for your time today.
Thank you, Chairman Miller.
Thank you.